Okay, so this real quick peek under the hood, most final iteration. Got an AEM dry flow filter unit, AirRaid Modular Intake, and the L86 6.2 throttle body and intake manifold. So this is the plastic intake manifold off the 6.2 trucks. Same thing with the truck here, the 87mm throttle body off the 6.2 truck. That's pretty much it under the hood. Okay. Can't really see it because obviously it's hidden away, tucked underneath. Got the Circle D medium stall torque converter, 22 to 2400. And then the last thing will be the exhaust. This is a true 3-inch, see if you can see it, resonator delete package back there. And then I had it welded in, the big body, welded in flat. So you can see it, 3-inch, true 3-inch from right there all the way back, and then 3-inch all the way out, up and over, resonator delete with a stock exit. So I'll give you some revs real quick. Oh, blew it over. So there you have it. That's kind of the final iteration of the old country truck here. 34-inch tires, 20-inch rims. That's about it. Hi there, don't mind me. I'm just driving to town. Gonna get a few things taken care of while I'm out and about. Thought I'd just share with you guys the last little bit of what's been done to my truck, because it's going to stay this while, and for the most part it's going to stay this way for quite a while. So like all the other things I outlined in the video that's been done, the only other thing I might do in the future would be get an aftermarket drive shaft, since these drive shafts are known to not do well over 100 miles an hour. But I mean, I don't race this truck. It's just a, you know, it's just a country truck. I just use it for everyday stuff. I use it for work and hauling and stuff like that. And so it doesn't see high speeds. So that's not high on the priority list. The other thing I would do is I would take it to Wichita, which is just a couple hours away, not too far, and let the guys over at Wichita Dyno have it for a few days and really get that aftermarket torque converter dialed in, because there's still some spots in the factory tune that are not good, especially with an aftermarket torque converter. And so that would be probably my highest priority thing if I were going to throw a bunch of money more at this truck before I did anything like heads or cam or turbo. Would probably, if I was going to really throw a lot of money on it, I would just put a single turbo on it. But before that, before that, I would take it to the dyno to get that that transmission drivability just dialed in, and to take advantage of the larger intake and throttle body, get that all get that all ironed out so that the truck will be really, really smooth to drive. But other than that, it's not like it's a pain to drive. It has great drivability, even with the factory 5.3 tune running the aftermarket converter and the larger intake and throttle body. So there's not like a pressing need to go get that done. So the last thing I would do, and I've already done it, I've ordered, or it's in actually, I got the smaller body muffler. I would switch from this bigger body muffler because now that this is not a primary family vehicle, my wife has a Suburban, and so I don't feel the obligation or the courtesy to my wife and kids to not drive an obnoxiously loud truck around, to sports and church and things like that, So now that this is not a primary vehicle, I feel more comfortable putting a louder muffler on this thing. Probably all I would do would just be to replace that bigger body muffler and put in that smaller Cherry Bomb Salute, which again is just the MagnaFloat knockoff, and it's the 4-inch by 9-inch body. So when you look at the end of the case, it's 4 inches tall and only 9 inches wide. I think the one that I've got on here is like I can't remember. Is it like 6 by 13 or something like that? It's big. It's just really, and then the overall length is like 28 inches long. I think the smaller one off the top of my head is like 18 inches long or 22 inches long. So it's quite a bit shorter. It's quite a bit smaller all around. And so that will just mean that the exhaust will be louder all around. And that would be the only other thing that I would do. The truck is totally drivable. Still gets decent gas mileage for a 4-wheel drive crew cab 6.5 foot bed that's leveled on 34-inch tires. I mean, there's stretches, if the wind is right, and I'm not even talking like a tailwind, if the wind is calm or no wind, I can get 18, 19, 20 miles to the gallon running anywhere from 65 to 70 miles an hour. So I'm really still happy with how the truck performs and how everything is working out. And the little things that I've done, the little bolt-on mods that I've done are helpful in my opinion. It makes the overall driving experience way more fun, less numb. This truck was so quiet when I first got it. You could barely hear the engine from the inside in the cab. You could barely hear the engine outside the cab. And so it was just and I know why GM did it, but for a guy like me who wants a little bit more out of his truck while he's driving it, it just made sense for me to make the modifications that I did. And so, yeah, anyways, that's enough rambling for me. Thanks for watching. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave a comment down below, or any other suggestions. I'd be happy to hear it. Thanks again. Bye.